In a world that seems to be moving faster every day, the ability to remain patient can feel like a superpower. Picture this: you're standing in the midst of a bustling city. Everything around you is a blur of movement and sound. Yet, amidst this chaos, you find a calm center, a place of serenity that allows you to navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. This is the essence of patience. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, "Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current." His words remind us that in this ever-flowing stream of life, finding our calm requires a conscious effort. Patience is not merely a passive state of waiting, but an active cultivation of personal growth and emotional resilience. It's about developing the strength to remain composed and grounded even when the world demands urgency and haste. Enter the philosophy of Stoicism, a treasure trove of ancient wisdom that offers a roadmap to this virtue. Stoicism teaches us how to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot, encouraging us to remain steady amidst life's inevitable storms. In this video, we will delve into the core Stoic principles and practices that can help you cultivate patience as a tool for enduring personal and external challenges. We will uncover insights that empower you to not just wait, but transform waiting into a powerful act of resilience and growth. Join us as we explore how Stoicism can equip you with the wisdom to master patience in today's fast-paced world. Moving forward, let's explore a central tenet of Stoic philosophy that is pivotal in mastering patience: the dichotomy of control. This principle, eloquently articulated by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, teaches us to discern between what is within our control and what is not. Epictetus beautifully captures the essence of this idea by stating, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By embracing this mindset, we cultivate the patience necessary to navigate life's unpredictability. Recognizing that we cannot control every event around us empowers us to focus on how we respond to these events. This distinction is crucial in reducing frustration and fostering patience. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, a situation entirely beyond your control. Instead of succumbing to irritation, you have the choice to use this time productively, perhaps by listening to an insightful podcast or practicing mindful breathing. This shift in perspective transforms a potentially negative experience into an opportunity for growth and serenity. To develop this mindset, begin by listing aspects of a stressful situation you can control, such as your thoughts, attitudes, and reactions. Contrast these with what lies outside your influence, like other people's actions or unforeseen obstacles. By concentrating on your internal responses, you reduce the mental clutter that often accompanies frustration and impatience. This focus on what you can control also encourages a sense of empowerment and resilience. Bringing this principle into daily life, one practical approach is through mindfulness and reflection. Consider setting aside time each day to reflect on experiences where patience was tested. Ask yourself, what was within my power to change? How did I choose to react? This practice not only reinforces the dichotomy of control, but also assists in gradually strengthening your capacity for patience. Another effective strategy is to practice intentional detachment from outcomes. When you learn to invest your energy in the process rather than the result, you naturally cultivate patience. For instance, if you're working on a long-term project, direct your focus on daily tasks and effort rather than the final outcome. This reduces anxiety and impatience, allowing you to remain consistent and patient throughout the journey. The dichotomy of control teaches us that while we cannot change external circumstances, we can always choose how to respond. By embracing this Stoic principle, we equip ourselves with the tools to remain patient amidst the chaos of life, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and wisdom. Through this practice, we not only increase our patience but also discover a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. Now turning to the profound insights of Stoic philosophy, let's delve into the theme of impermanence and acceptance of change through the life of the venerable Stoic philosopher Seneca. Seneca's journey was marked by dramatic shifts, from great wealth and influence to facing exile and adversity. These experiences taught him and us a critical lesson about the nature of life. Impermanence is the only constant. This Stoic insight helps us understand that everything we experience is temporary, a notion beautifully encapsulated by Marcus Aurelius when he said, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." Accepting impermanence not only aligns us with the natural rhythm of life but also fosters patience. By reducing anxiety over what the future may hold, we become more resilient in the face of uncertainty. Consider the anxiety often felt when life takes unexpected turns, such as losing a job, a relationship ending, or a significant life alteration. Instead of fixating on what was lost, Stoicism encourages us to recognize these events as part of life's ever-changing tapestry. By doing so, we reduce the grip of anxiety and open ourselves to new possibilities. Embracing change is not about passivity or resignation. Rather, it is an active acknowledgement of life's cycles, allowing us to move forward with grace and composure. When confronted with change, shifting focus from what has ended to what new doors may open can transform our perspective. For instance, the end of a job might create the opportunity to explore new career paths or pursue passions that had been sidelined. Similarly, personal relationships that conclude may pave the way for growth and self-discovery, helping us redefine who we are and what we truly value. In learning to embrace change, we cultivate a deeper inner peace and patience. This mindset liberates us from clinging to the past or fearing the future. It empowers us to live more fully in the present, appreciating each moment for what it is. By accepting that change is inevitable, we free ourselves from the burden of resistance and experience a more profound sense of fulfillment. This acceptance becomes a cornerstone of patience, teaching us to remain calm and centered in the face of life's unpredictability, transforming each challenge into an opportunity for personal growth and self-awareness. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let's explore the Stoic practice of mindful reflection and journaling, two powerful tools for cultivating patience. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and notable Stoic philosopher, offers us an inspiring example. Despite the immense responsibilities of ruling an empire, Marcus Aurelius diligently set aside moments each day to journal his thoughts and reflections. This practice was not merely a habitual recounting of events, but a deliberate exercise in mindfulness that enabled him to pause, assess, and gain perspective on life's challenges. For Marcus, journaling served as a sanctuary in which he could confront his thoughts without judgment, fostering a sense of calm and clarity. Mindful reflection, as a Stoic discipline, encourages us to slow down amidst the chaos of life, providing a space to understand and process our emotional responses. Regular journaling becomes a mirror, reflecting our internal experiences and offering insights into our reactions to various situations. By writing about our thoughts and feelings, we create a dialogue with ourselves, allowing us to explore our emotions more deeply, identify underlying causes of impatience, and ultimately learn to govern them. To begin a journaling practice focused on patience, start with a simple daily ritual. Dedicate a specific time each day, perhaps in the morning or before bed, to sit quietly with your journal. Use this time to reflect on the day's events, noting any moments that tested your patience. Ask yourself questions such as, what triggered my impatience? And how did I respond? This reflective questioning helps uncover patterns and empowers you to react more mindfully in the future. Consider incorporating a gratitude section in your journal. By listing things you are grateful for, you can shift your mindset from what is lacking to what is present and positive in your life. This practice not only promotes patience but also enhances overall well-being. Additionally, set intentions for how you wish to cultivate patience going forward, such as practicing deep breathing or taking a momentary pause when faced with trying circumstances. Another effective technique is to explore the Stoic concept of Premeditatio Malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves imagining potential obstacles you might face, allowing you to mentally prepare and develop resilience before they occur. Journaling about these scenarios can build patience by creating a mental blueprint for handling future challenges. Through consistent journaling and mindful reflection, you develop an inner resilience that empowers you to navigate life's unpredictabilities with grace. This process transforms patience from a passive waiting into an active, intentional practice. By embracing these Stoic practices, you not only nurture patience but also enrich your understanding of yourself and the world. As we transition to the Stoic principle of Amor Fati, we delve into the profound idea of loving one's fate, a concept that has resounded through the ages, famously expanded upon by the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. At its core, Amor Fati encourages us to embrace every aspect of our existence, welcoming both triumphs and adversities with equal affection. This acceptance nurtures patience and instills a serene acceptance of reality, empowering us to navigate life without resistance. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, who ruled with wisdom despite facing personal tragedies. Marcus illustrates Amor Fati by embodying a steadfast acceptance of his circumstances, no matter how daunting. He chose to view challenges not as obstacles but as integral parts of a larger tapestry called life. Through his reign, he demonstrated how this philosophy can foster a patient and resilient mindset, enabling us to transform setbacks into stepping stones for personal growth. The essence of Amor Fati lies in perceiving life's events, both joyful and sorrowful, as necessary components of our journey. By loving our fate, we relinquish the illusion of control over the uncontrollable and embrace a more harmonious existence. This mindset not only encourages patience but also fuels our personal evolution. When we stop battling against life's flow and learn to accept its course, we can begin to find peace within the chaos. Adopting Amor Fati doesn't mean passively resigning to fate, but rather engaging with life's challenges proactively and positively. It invites us to reinterpret adversities as opportunities to cultivate virtues such as patience and fortitude. For instance, when facing a setback, instead of lamenting over what could have been, Amor Fati encourages us to ask, how can I grow from this? What lesson can I learn? This shift in perspective transforms our approach to adversity, allowing us to harness it for personal development. Historical figures like Marcus Aurelius exemplify how embracing Amor Fati can lead to profound personal transformation. By accepting the unpredictability of life with open arms, we cultivate an inner tranquility that transcends fleeting disturbances. This acceptance nurtures a deep-seated patience, teaching us that every experience, whether perceived as good or bad, has its rightful place in our journey. Incorporating Amor Fati into our lives is an ongoing practice of reflection and acceptance. It challenges us to love every moment, to see obstacles as opportunities, and to understand that every path we walk contributes to our growth. As we embrace this Stoic principle, we discover that patience is not merely about waiting, but about living fully in the present, trusting the journey, and loving our fate as it unfolds. Moving forward, let's explore the insightful Stoic belief in the power of reason, illustrated vividly through the life of Epictetus. Once a slave and later a revered Stoic philosopher, Epictetus profoundly understood the importance of reason in shaping our perceptions and reactions. His teachings centered around the idea that while we cannot control external events, we do have the power to control our responses through reasoned analysis. Consider the tale of Epictetus who, despite the physical limitations imposed upon him in slavery, chose to focus on what he could control, his mind and perceptions. This approach not only exemplifies the Stoic practice of utilizing reason, but also highlights its transformative potential. By interpreting life's events through a lens of rational thought, Epictetus demonstrated how one can transcend apparent adversity, maintaining patience and composure even in the most challenging circumstances. The Stoics, including Epictetus, believed that reason is a tool that can be honed and developed to better navigate life's many hurdles. By employing reason, we gain clarity, allowing us to examine situations objectively rather than being swept away by emotional turmoil. This rational examination aids in distinguishing between what we can change and what we must accept, fostering patience by reducing the emotional reactions that so often cloud our judgment. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, provides further insight into the role of reason with his observation. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. This remark underscores the tendency of our minds to exacerbate problems through irrational fears and anxieties. By grounding ourselves in reason, we can navigate these mental minefields, choosing instead to focus on facts and practical responses. This rational mindset acts as an anchor, helping us remain patient and calm when faced with adversity. Applying reason in our daily lives involves pausing to evaluate situations before reacting. It requires us to question our initial emotional responses and assess whether they are justified or simply exaggerated by our imagination. By doing so, we develop a patient temperament, less swayed by fleeting emotions and more anchored in thoughtful deliberation. This patience is not passive but rather an active engagement with reality, empowering us to respond effectively and thoughtfully. Incorporating the Stoic insight of reason into our lives invites us to embrace a balanced perspective that honors the truth and discards unnecessary fear. It allows us to cultivate a resilient mindset where patience is a natural outcome of understanding and acceptance. As we continue our journey through the teachings of Stoicism, remember that the application of reason is not just about achieving calmness, but about unlocking the potential within us to face life's trials with grace and dignity. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let's delve into a practical Stoic exercise known as Premeditatio Malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice, cherished by the Stoics, involves visualizing potential difficulties as a way to prepare the mind for life's inevitable challenges. By embracing this mental rehearsal, Stoics believe that one can cultivate a resilient mindset, developing patience through acceptance and readiness. Imagine this: Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, would often start his day by contemplating the possible hurdles he might face, from encountering harsh weather to dealing with difficult people. Visualizing these scenarios allowed him to mentally prepare, reducing the shock and emotional upheaval when such events actually occurred. This practice of negative visualization is not about pessimism, but rather about fostering a sense of calm preparedness. So, how can we adopt this Stoic practice in our own lives? Start by setting aside a few minutes each day in a quiet, distraction-free environment. Close your eyes and consider the events of your day or week. Envision potential obstacles, whether they're minor inconveniences like traffic jams or more significant challenges such as disagreements with colleagues. Picture these events vividly in your mind and allow yourself to feel any initial discomfort they might provoke. Next, embrace these feelings without resistance. By experiencing them in a controlled setting, you become familiar with their nature, diminishing their power over you in real situations. Remind yourself that while these challenges may occur, they do not define you. You possess the tools and resilience to handle them with grace and composure. An essential part of this exercise is to conclude your visualization with a positive reflection. Acknowledge your ability to adapt and overcome, reinforcing the idea that, like Seneca, you have the capacity to navigate life's uncertainties with patience and resilience. This mindset shift from dreading potential issues to embracing them as opportunities for growth is at the heart of Stoic wisdom. The benefits of negative visualization extend beyond just mental preparedness. By regularly integrating this practice into your routine, you'll find yourself less prone to anxiety and fear. Instead, you cultivate a profound acceptance of life's unpredictability, learning to view setbacks not as defeats but as experiences that contribute to your personal development. In a world filled with unexpected twists and turns, the practice of Premeditatio Malorum empowers us to face whatever comes our way with equanimity. Through this thoughtful preparation, we not only enhance our patience but also discover a sense of inner peace that stands resilient regardless of external circumstances. As we continue our exploration of Stoic teachings, let this practice remind us that the path to mastering patience often begins with a simple visualization of what might be, transforming potential challenges into stepping stones for growth. Now turning to the Stoic principle of understanding the nature of time, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the present moment is all we ever have. This profound insight encapsulates the Stoic emphasis on living in the present. It's easy to become entangled in thoughts of past regrets or future worries, but Stoicism teaches us that such concerns often distract us from the here and now. By focusing on the present, we can cultivate a patience that is grounded in reality rather than anticipation or memory. Living in the moment involves recognizing that the past is unchangeable and the future is uncertain. Embracing the present allows us to find peace in the certainty of the now, and within this stillness, patience naturally emerges. Imagine each moment as a fleeting opportunity to experience life in its purest form. By immersing ourselves fully in what we are doing right now, whether it's having a conversation, enjoying a meal, or simply breathing, we develop a deeper appreciation for life's subtleties and a greater sense of calm. So how can we practice this mindfulness and presence in daily life? Begin by committing small moments throughout your day to simply pause and observe. Pay attention to your breathing, notice the sensations in your body, or engage in mindful listening during conversations. These practices help anchor you to the present, giving you the space to respond with thoughtfulness rather than react impulsively. Engaging in regular meditation can also be a powerful tool for fostering present moment awareness. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit in silence, focusing solely on your breath or a simple mantra. This practice trains your mind to return to the present when distractions arise, strengthening your ability to maintain patience in challenging situations. Moreover, cultivating gratitude can enhance your focus on the present. By acknowledging the things you are grateful for each day, you shift your attention away from what is lacking or uncertain, instead appreciating what is here and now. This mindset not only fosters patience but also deepens your connection to the world around you. In a world that often pulls us in many directions, understanding and embracing the nature of time through Stoic teachings offers a pathway to patience. By choosing to live fully in each moment, we free ourselves from the burdens of the past and the anxieties of the future, cultivating a resilient tranquility that can transform our experience of life. As we continue our exploration of Stoic principles, let this understanding remind us that mastering patience begins with the simple yet profound act of being present. Now turning to the Stoic insight of detachment from immediate desires, we can find inspiration in the life of Epictetus, who famously lived with minimal need. Born into slavery, Epictetus understood the value of freedom from material wants and emphasized simplicity in living. His life exemplified the core Stoic belief that true contentment arises not from acquiring more but from needing less. This detachment from immediate desires is not about deprivation but about cultivating a mindset that prioritizes lasting satisfaction over temporary pleasures. Seneca wisely noted, "It is not the man who has too little but the man who craves more that is poor." This profound statement underscores the idea that our sense of wealth is often dictated not by what we possess but by our desires. In today's world, where instant gratification is just a click away, this lesson is more relevant than ever. The constant pull towards satisfying immediate wants often leaves us with fleeting joy and persistent dissatisfaction. By embracing detachment, we can liberate ourselves from this cycle. But how do we practice this detachment in everyday life? It begins with self-discipline. By consciously deciding to delay gratification, we develop the strength to prioritize long-term well-being over short-term impulses. Imagine the power in choosing to save money for a meaningful purchase rather than yielding to the temptation of a quick buy, or opting to spend time in reflection rather than scrolling through social media for instant feedback. Each of these choices, though small, reinforces our capacity for patience. Embracing sufficiency is another vital aspect. By valuing what we already have and recognizing enough as a state of mind, we can find contentment within our existing surroundings. This doesn't mean settling for less, but rather flourishing with what is truly essential. Consider the moments when you felt contentment's warmth, not because of abundance, but because of a serene appreciation for the simple, the genuine, the present. Practicing gratitude can further help reinforce this mindset of sufficiency. By regularly acknowledging what we're grateful for, we shift our focus from longing to appreciation, from lack to abundance, from impatience to peace. Through these small but significant practices, we cultivate a sense of patience that stems from self-control and gratitude, rather than from striving for more. As we navigate our journey through the teachings of Stoicism, let the practice of detachment remind us that true freedom and patience often begin right where we are, with the choices we make in each moment. With the next phase of the journey in sight, let's explore how Stoic practices can fortify both physical and mental endurance, offering yet another avenue to mastering patience. As the next challenge unfolds, let's delve into the Stoic practice of physical and mental endurance, which serves as a foundation for cultivating patience. Imagine the disciplined Roman soldiers who often turn to Stoicism as a guide through their arduous campaigns. These soldiers faced severe conditions, yet it was their Stoic training that empowered them to endure physical hardships with resilience and resolve. Their experiences highlight how endurance, a core Stoic practice, can significantly enhance patience. Building endurance involves deliberately strengthening both the mind and the body through controlled exposure to discomfort. This concept might initially appear daunting, but it can be remarkably empowering. One such Stoic exercise is the practice of controlled fasting. By choosing to occasionally go without food, individuals learn to manage hunger and appreciate the value of self-control. This practice extends beyond physical restraint, promoting a mental toughness that is crucial in facing life's unpredictable challenges. Similarly, exposure to cold or uncomfortable environments is another Stoic exercise designed to fortify endurance. By intentionally facing these discomforts, individuals learn to embrace and manage adversity, thereby nurturing a deeper sense of patience. These practices may seem extreme to modern audiences accustomed to comfort, yet they offer invaluable lessons. Enduring such discomfort not only builds physical strength but also enhances mental fortitude. Each moment spent in controlled adversity reinforces our ability to withstand life's pressures, ultimately fostering patience by teaching us to weather trials with grace. Incorporating these practices into daily life doesn't require drastic changes. Start with small steps like taking a cold shower or fasting for a single meal. Over time, these actions can lead to a profound shift in mindset, where patience becomes a natural byproduct of cultivated endurance. When we embrace discomfort as a tool for growth, we shift from avoidance to acceptance, discovering inner strength we may not have realized we possess. Through these exercises, Stoicism teaches that patience isn't merely the absence of agitation. It's an active state of being that emerges from enduring difficulties with intention and resilience. As we practice physical and mental endurance, we align ourselves more closely with the Stoic ideal, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and strengthening our capacity for patience. Moving forward, consider how these practices can be adapted into your daily routine, setting the stage for a life enriched with resilience and tranquility. With this understanding, let's now explore how the interconnectedness of people and events plays a vital role in fostering patience. Now turning to the concept of interconnectedness within Stoic philosophy, imagine life as a vast, intricate tapestry where each thread represents a person, event, or action. Just as a loose thread can affect the entire pattern, our individual actions can ripple through the greater fabric of existence. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius understood this well, famously stating, "What is good for the beehive is good for the bee." This insight highlights the idea that our well-being is intertwined with the well-being of others, encouraging us to view our relationships and circumstances through a wider lens. Recognizing this interconnectedness can fundamentally change how we approach challenges and develop patience. When we see the world from a Stoic perspective, we realize that our frustrations often stem from short-sightedness or a lack of understanding about how our experiences fit into the broader scheme of things. For example, when an unexpected delay disrupts our day, it's easy to become impatient or upset. However, by acknowledging that each event is a part of a larger puzzle, we can shift our focus from immediate irritation to a more empathetic and composed response. Embracing this perspective can dramatically improve our patience by reminding us that obstacles are not isolated incidents but part of a larger narrative that involves countless other people and events. Consider the metaphor of a beehive. A single bee's efforts might seem insignificant, yet they contribute to the hive's success and survival. Similarly, recognizing that our actions and patience can impact others can help us accept inconveniences with grace. If we view these moments as opportunities to contribute positively to the collective well-being, our patience naturally grows. In practice, this interconnected view translates to empathy. By understanding that everyone is part of this shared tapestry, we become more compassionate and patient, not only with others but also with ourselves and our circumstances. For instance, when collaborating on a team project, appreciating how each member's strengths and weaknesses interplay can foster a more supportive and patient environment. Additionally, in personal relationships, recognizing that everyone's experiences and reactions are interconnected allows for more understanding and less frustration when conflicts arise. The value of this mindset becomes evident when we realize that every individual challenge is a part of a larger, interconnected journey. By adopting a Stoic view of interconnectedness, we learn to see beyond immediate annoyances and appreciate the beauty of being part of something greater. This can enhance our patience as we understand that our actions, patience, and perspective contribute to the harmony of the whole. As we internalize these lessons, let's prepare to delve into the next Stoic insight, equanimity, which further enriches our capacity for patience. Moving forward into the realm of equanimity, let's explore this vital Stoic insight through a story of Seneca, the famed Roman philosopher. Picture yourself in ancient Rome, where a crowd jeers at Seneca during a public address. Instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, Seneca remains calm and composed, embodying the essence of equanimity. This scenario highlights the Stoic value of maintaining a steady, balanced mindset amid chaos and challenge. Stoics cherish equanimity because it allows individuals to face life's unpredictability with poise rather than with emotional turbulence. At the heart of this philosophy lies the belief that true strength comes from within, and that a serene inner state remains unshaken by external events. Epictetus wisely advised that maintaining inner tranquility requires grounding ourselves in the present moment, irrespective of the surrounding noise. How do we cultivate such equanimity in our own lives? First, consider the practice of controlled breathing. This simple yet powerful technique can help anchor our emotions. By taking slow, deep breaths, we signal to our body and mind that there is no immediate threat, allowing us to return to a state of calmness. A few moments of conscious breathing can create the space needed to approach situations with a composed mindset. Another practical approach is mental reframing. When faced with adversity, try to view the situation from a different angle. Instead of seeing challenges as personal affronts or insurmountable obstacles, perceive them as opportunities to grow and test your patience. This shift in perspective can transform how we experience difficulties, enabling us to respond with grace and understanding. Moreover, practicing equanimity encourages us to pause before reacting. This pause creates a window of time where we can choose our response rather than succumb to immediate emotional reactions. Through this deliberate choice, we harness the power to remain steady and thoughtful. Equanimity also invites us to embrace acceptance. Accept that some things are beyond our control, while others we can influence. By distinguishing between the two, we release ourselves from the grip of frustration and focus our energy on what we can genuinely impact. This acceptance fosters patience as we learn to let go of unrealistic expectations and acknowledge the ebb and flow of life. Incorporating these techniques into our daily routine takes practice and patience. Like building a muscle, cultivating equanimity requires consistent effort and mindfulness. By doing so, we nurture a resilient spirit that stands firm against life's tempests. Equanimity not only enriches our personal journey but also enhances our interactions with others, promoting a more understanding and compassionate world. As we deepen our understanding of equanimity, let's look ahead to our next insight, focusing on examining our judgments, a practice that further sharpens our ability to remain patient and composed in the face of life's challenges. Now turning to the practice of checking our judgments, we delve into Epictetus' teachings on the importance of assessing our perceptions about the events around us. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, emphasized the profound impact our interpretations have on our emotional responses. He taught that the way we judge a situation often affects us more than the situation itself. This concept is central to mastering patience because it encourages us to pause and evaluate whether our judgments are accurate and necessary before reacting. The first step in this practice is to cultivate awareness of our initial judgments. Whenever you encounter a challenging situation, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now and why? This question prompts an examination of the underlying thoughts driving your reaction. Once you've identified your initial judgment, the next step is to question its validity. Are these judgments based on facts or are they colored by assumptions and emotions? By scrutinizing our judgments, we often find that they are more subjective than we initially believed. Another valuable technique is to consider alternative perspectives. Challenge your initial judgment by asking, is there another way to view this situation? This exercise not only broadens your understanding but also reduces the intensity of negative emotions, fostering a more patient response. Suppose you perceive a colleague's curt email as an expression of anger. Instead of reacting with frustration, pause and entertain the idea that they might be facing a stressful day. This mental reframing can transform your emotional response, leading to more empathetic and constructive interactions. Awareness also plays a crucial role in checking judgments. Practicing mindfulness helps create a space between stimulus and response, allowing you to choose deliberate, measured reactions. Meditation or simple breathing exercises can enhance this mindfulness, ensuring that you remain present and grounded. Additionally, keeping a journal of your thoughts and judgments can provide insight over time. Regularly reflecting on how your judgments evolve can uncover patterns and biases, offering opportunities for growth and understanding. As you practice checking your judgments, you'll likely notice a shift in your interactions with others. Greater patience and understanding in your responses can foster deeper connections and minimize conflict. This practice encourages a sense of compassion towards yourself and others, as you recognize the shared human tendency to misjudge situations. Incorporating judgment checking into your daily routine can significantly enhance your patience and emotional resilience. It is a practice that requires consistent effort, much like any other skill, but its rewards are profound. By thoughtfully evaluating our judgments, we free ourselves from the chains of impulsive reactions and embrace a more harmonious existence. As we continue our exploration of Stoic practices, we will next venture into the realm of delayed gratification, a principle that further illuminates the path to mastering patience. Moving forward, we delve into the wisdom of delayed gratification, a Stoic principle beautifully exemplified by the philosopher Zeno. This ancient thinker prioritized long-term achievement over immediate pleasure, illustrating a patience that modern psychology praises for its profound impact on our well-being. Zeno's commitment to delayed gratification is a testament to his forward-thinking approach. He understood that true fulfillment often lies beyond the instant rewards that tempt us. By embracing the patience to defer gratification, we develop a resilience that empowers us to pursue more meaningful goals. Psychologically, valuing delayed gratification enhances self-control, a vital trait for emotional stability and personal growth. Research has consistently shown that individuals who practice this principle tend to be more successful in various aspects of life, from academics to personal relationships. This is because the ability to resist short-term temptations allows for the cultivation of discipline and focus, ultimately leading to greater satisfaction and achievement in the long run. Practically, the benefits of choosing long-term rewards over immediate desires are evident in numerous scenarios. Consider the story of renowned artist Michelangelo, who spent 4 years painting the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. His commitment to excellence and willingness to delay gratification resulted in a masterpiece that continues to inspire generations. This dedication to long-term vision over instant pleasure is a hallmark of greatness across history. Personal anecdotes can also shed light on this principle. Imagine saving money for a dream vacation rather than spending it on impulsive purchases. The anticipation and eventual fulfillment of a well-planned trip can bring profound joy and lasting memories, far surpassing the fleeting satisfaction of a quick buy. Moreover, the practice of delayed gratification builds patience by fostering an appreciation for the process rather than just the result. When we invest time in learning a new skill or nurturing a relationship, we recognize the value of steady progress. This mindset not only enhances patience but also encourages a thoughtful approach to life's challenges. To incorporate this Stoic wisdom into daily life, start by setting clear, long-term goals and identifying the immediate desires that can be deferred. Reflect on the potential benefits of delaying gratification and remind yourself of the broader vision. By consciously practicing patience in this way, you contribute to a more fulfilling and resilient existence. As we continue our journey through Stoic teachings, the next principle we'll explore is the embracing of imperfection, a mindset that further cultivates patience and acceptance in our lives. As the next challenge unfolds, we explore the Stoic insight of embracing imperfection, a fundamental aspect of human nature. Imagine a scenario where you're learning to play a musical instrument. Each mistake, each off-key note, is not a failure but a stepping stone in the journey towards mastery. Stoicism teaches us that imperfection is not something to be shunned but rather embraced as a constant companion on the path to personal growth. This acceptance of imperfection is not only about playing an instrument, it applies to all facets of life. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, beautifully encapsulated this concept with his observation that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This essentially means that the obstacles we encounter are not just hindrances, they are pivotal in shaping our progress. By recognizing this, we can alleviate much of the frustration that arises from personal or external imperfections. Instead of seeing these flaws as roadblocks, consider them as opportunities for development and learning. This shift in perspective fosters patience with oneself and others. It encourages us to appreciate that everyone, including ourselves, is a work in progress. When we apply this Stoic insight, we become more forgiving of our own shortcomings and those of people around us. This patience with ourselves cultivates a sense of tranquility, reducing the anxiety that often accompanies the desire for perfection. Furthermore, by accepting imperfections, we become less critical and more supportive, creating a nurturing environment where growth is prioritized over flawless execution. This mindset not only enhances patience but also promotes a culture of continuous improvement. In everyday situations, embracing imperfection can lead to more constructive outcomes. For instance, when faced with a project at work that doesn't go as planned, adopting a Stoic approach allows us to focus on the lessons learned rather than dwelling on the mistakes made. This practical application of Stoic wisdom can be transformative, as it helps us maintain a positive outlook even when things don't go according to plan. To incorporate this mindset into your daily life, start by reframing your thinking. When you face setbacks, remind yourself that these are not insurmountable failures but rather detours that can lead to unexpected opportunities. Practice self-compassion and extend that kindness to others, acknowledging that imperfection is a shared human experience. By consciously choosing to embrace imperfection, you not only cultivate patience but also unlock a powerful tool for navigating life's complexities. As we continue to explore the rich tapestry of Stoic teachings, the next insight we will delve into is finding freedom in acceptance, a principle that further deepens our understanding of patience and resilience. Now turning to the art of daily meditation, we gain insight into a practice that was an integral part of the lives of many Stoic philosophers, including Seneca. Imagine rising each morning with a sense of calm purpose, dedicating a segment of your day to quiet introspection. In the hustle and bustle of our modern lives, establishing a routine of daily meditation can serve as a refuge, a time to step back and cultivate patience and understanding. Seneca, a prominent Stoic thinker, often emphasized the importance of reflection. He considered it vital to review one's thoughts and actions regularly, using meditation not just as a tool for relaxation, but as a means of personal growth. By engaging in this practice consistently, we can develop a clearer awareness of our emotions and reactions. This heightened awareness plays a crucial role in nurturing patience, as it allows us to pause, consider our responses, and choose actions that align with our ideals. The process of Stoic meditation involves more than just sitting in silence. It is about purposeful contemplation. Start by finding a quiet space where you can be free from distractions. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing, feeling the natural rise and fall. As thoughts drift in, observe them without judgment, acknowledging their presence and letting them pass. This practice encourages a state of mindfulness where you become more attuned to the present, rather than getting lost in the chaos of external pressures. Reflect on moments that tested your patience throughout the day. Visualize how you handled them and explore alternative responses that might have enhanced your composure. This reflection is not meant to criticize but to learn and grow. By examining these experiences, you strengthen your ability to remain calm and patient in future situations. Regular meditation also aids in reinforcing a deep sense of tranquility. Over time, it becomes easier to center your thoughts and emotions, reducing stress and enhancing emotional resilience. This inner stillness is akin to the eye of the storm, a peaceful hub amidst life's inevitable turbulence. To incorporate Stoic meditation into your daily routine, begin with just a few minutes each day, gradually increasing the time as you grow more comfortable with the practice. Consistency is key as the benefits compound over time, building a foundation of patience and clarity. As you move forward, embrace this time as a sacred ritual, an opportunity to connect with your inner self and the Stoic teachings that guide your journey. This art of daily meditation not only refines your ability to practice patience, but also enriches your life with a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. Moving forward, we delve into the Stoic principle that places virtue as the highest good, illuminating the path laid by Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism. Zeno emphasized that true fulfillment and happiness arise not from external accomplishments or material wealth, but from living a life grounded in virtue. This philosophy champions moral integrity, where actions are governed by wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By focusing on these virtues, Stoics believe that one can achieve a serene and balanced existence, unfettered by the turbulence of external circumstances. Consider this: in our society, we often equate success with wealth, status, or accolades. Yet, Zeno proposed a paradigm shift, urging us to value personal growth and ethical living above all else. By committing to virtue, we learn to find contentment within ourselves rather than in the fleeting rewards external pursuits offer. This intrinsic focus fosters patience as it aligns our actions with our true values and principles. Instead of hastily chasing after short-term pleasures or external validations, we cultivate a patient, long-term perspective that appreciates the gradual process of self-improvement. Aligning our lives with virtue encourages a reflective and deliberate approach to decision-making. It entails choosing actions that resonate with our core beliefs and values, even if they require patience and sacrifice. By doing so, we develop resilience as our sense of fulfillment is less vulnerable to the whims of external forces. Embracing virtue as the highest good also supports a life of purpose and meaning. It redirects our focus from seeking transient satisfaction to nurturing enduring qualities that contribute to our growth and the betterment of those around us. This commitment to virtue naturally nurtures patience because it prioritizes enduring values over temporary gains. As we navigate life's challenges, this Stoic principle reminds us to pause, reflect, and choose actions that reflect our moral integrity. Over time, this alignment cultivates a deep sense of internal peace and a steadfast resolve to uphold virtue despite external pressures. To incorporate this principle into daily life, begin by reflecting on your core values and the virtues you aspire to embody. Let these reflections guide your actions and decisions, ensuring they align with the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. As we continue to navigate the fast-paced world, this philosophical approach offers a timeless anchor, allowing us to remain focused on what truly matters. By prioritizing virtue, we invest in a richer, more fulfilling life, characterized by patience and a profound sense of satisfaction. The path of virtue is not always easy, but it promises a rewarding journey, one that enriches our lives and the lives of those we touch. As we move forward, let Zeno's teachings inspire us to choose virtue, cultivate patience, and embrace a life of genuine fulfillment. Now turning to another profound insight from Stoicism, we find inspiration in the life of Epictetus, a philosopher who began his life in chains. Born a slave, Epictetus discovered a powerful truth. True freedom comes not from changing our external circumstances, but from the acceptance of them. This insight is captured in his poignant words, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Through acceptance, Epictetus teaches us that liberation is deeply personal and achievable regardless of our situation. In accepting what cannot be changed, we liberate ourselves from the constant struggle to control the uncontrollable. This acceptance is a cornerstone of patience. When we acknowledge that our power lies in our responses rather than in the external events themselves, we foster a profound sense of inner calm. Imagine, for instance, being caught in traffic. The situation itself is beyond our control, yet our emotions and reactions to it are ours to manage. By shifting focus from frustration to acceptance, we conserve our energy for things within our grasp, such as how we spend that time in the car, perhaps by listening to an insightful podcast or simply enjoying the solitude. This approach challenges us to focus on our attitudes and actions which are genuinely within our grasp. By accepting life's inherent unpredictability, we cultivate a patient mindset that is less reactive and more thoughtful. With this practice, we reduce anxiety and frustration, embracing a more peaceful worldview. Life's challenges, whether a missed opportunity or an unexpected setback, transform from sources of stress into opportunities for growth. Epictetus' wisdom encourages us to live fully in the present, freeing ourselves from the chains of what-ifs. Acceptance of life's ebb and flow empowers us to respond with patience and grace. It allows us to redirect our energy toward what truly matters, fostering a life rich in understanding and resilience. By letting go of the insatiable desire to control every aspect of our lives, we find peace and patience in the present moment. Incorporating this insight into our daily routine involves repeatedly asking ourselves, "Is this within my control?" and allowing the wisdom of this inquiry to guide our reactions. As we cultivate this practice, we grow more patient, grounded, and immune to the whims of external circumstances. This journey towards acceptance and patience is ongoing, but with each step we come closer to the freedom Epictetus so eloquently described. As we embrace this understanding, we carve out a life characterized by serenity and strength, driven not by the need to change the world, but by the capacity to change our inner landscape. With the next phase of our exploration into Stoic wisdom, we delve into the transformative practice of gratitude. Imagine the great Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, whose daily reflections included expressions of gratitude. Despite the weighty responsibilities of ruling an empire, he found solace in acknowledging the small joys and lessons each day brought. This practice not only grounded him, but also cultivated a profound sense of patience and presence. Gratitude in the Stoic philosophy is much more than a polite gesture. It is a lens through which to view the world. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can transform our perspective and nurture a more patient, contented mind. This shift from want to appreciation gently quiets the restless drive for more and redirects our energy towards what truly matters. Developing a gratitude practice aligned with Stoic values can be straightforward yet deeply rewarding. Start by setting aside a moment each day to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. These do not need to be grand events or achievements. Instead, focus on simple experiences, perhaps the warmth of the sun on your face, a conversation with a friend, or the satisfaction of completing a task. By recognizing these small blessings, we can foster a mindset of contentment and patience. Another practical step involves using a journal to document these reflections. Writing can be meditative, allowing us to process our emotions and solidify our gratitude. It also provides a tangible record of positivity and progress that can be revisited during challenging times, reminding us of the abundance we often overlook. To deepen this practice, take a moment to express gratitude directly to those who positively impact your life. This can be through a simple thank you or a more elaborate gesture. By acknowledging the contributions of others, we foster stronger connections and a supportive community around us. Incorporating these practices gradually shapes our perception, reducing the allure of external irritants and desires. It teaches us to find fulfillment within ourselves and our current circumstances, shifting our focus from dissatisfaction to appreciation. Over time, this nurtures patience as we learn to savor life's journey rather than rush through it. Ultimately, the Stoic practice of gratitude reminds us to embrace the present with open hearts. It encourages us to let go of the constant pursuit of more, grounding us in the richness of what we already possess. As we cultivate gratitude, we not only enhance our patience but also unlock a more harmonious way of living, echoing the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and his enduring reflections. Through gratitude, we pave the way for patience and peace. With the next phase of the journey in sight, we delve into the profound Stoic principle of accepting mortality, a concept beautifully expressed by Seneca, who often reflected on the brevity of life. The Stoics teach us that acknowledging mortality is not a morbid exercise but a liberating one. It emphasizes the finite nature of our existence, gently reminding us that life is a series of fleeting moments, none guaranteed, each precious. By accepting that our time is limited, we are inspired to live fully in the present, savoring experiences rather than hastily moving from one to another. This understanding encourages a deeper appreciation for everyday moments. Consider the simple act of enjoying a meal with loved ones. It becomes not just a routine but a cherished memory in the making. The realization of life's impermanence invites us to prioritize what truly matters, our relationships, passions, and personal growth. In doing so, we naturally cultivate patience, understanding that rushing through life only detracts from its richness. Seneca wisely noted that it is not the length of life but the depth of life that is important. This wisdom encourages a shift in perspective where we focus less on extending time and more on enriching it. By accepting mortality, we are freed from the anxiety of future uncertainties and more present in our current experiences. This acceptance serves as a gentle reminder to let go of trivial worries and embrace the moment. It teaches us to see challenges as opportunities to grow and to handle setbacks with grace, knowing that each moment, whether joyful or challenging, is part of our unique journey. The acceptance of mortality aligns with the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with nature and embracing life's natural cycles. This mindset fosters resilience, helping us navigate life's ebbs and flows with patience and strength. It encourages us to find peace within ourselves as we learn to appreciate the here and now rather than constantly chasing what's next. Embracing mortality not only grounds us but also enriches our life experience, inviting us to live with intention and gratitude. Through this acceptance, we honor the present, cultivate patience, and infuse our lives with a sense of purpose and fulfillment, embodying the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. Now turning to the Stoic insight on the value of silence and listening, we find ourselves reflecting on the wisdom of Zeno, the founder of Stoicism. Zeno famously emphasized the importance of silence, often stating that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, suggesting that we should listen more than we speak. This simple yet profound observation underscores a fundamental Stoic belief that silence and listening are valuable tools for cultivating patience and deeper understanding. In our modern world filled with constant noise and rapid communication, the ability to embrace silence might seem foreign or even uncomfortable. Yet, the Stoics remind us that it is within silence that we find space for reflection, where thoughts can be carefully considered and emotions tempered. Engaging in quiet reflection provides us with the opportunity to observe our thoughts without the interference of external noise, allowing us to respond with patience rather than reacting impulsively. The act of listening, when practiced with intention, goes beyond merely hearing words. It involves opening ourselves to truly understand another's perspective, fostering empathy and connection. This Stoic practice enriches our interactions by slowing down our responses, encouraging us to fully process information before forming conclusions or judgments. By doing so, we nurture patience within ourselves and cultivate more meaningful relationships. Consider the difference in outcomes between a conversation where one is ready to respond versus one where active listening is employed. In the latter, the speaker feels heard and valued, leading to a more thoughtful exchange. This reflective approach can transform interactions, whether in personal relationships or professional settings, by reducing misunderstandings and enhancing cooperation. An example of silence's power can be seen in conflict resolution. In situations of disagreement, a pause for silent reflection can diffuse tension, offering time to reconsider words and attitudes. This pause allows us to approach the situation with a renewed, patient mindset, promoting collaboration and mutual respect. Practicing silence also contributes to our own mental clarity. When we take moments to be still, we detach from the chaos around us, reconnecting with our inner peace. These pauses serve as a reset, helping us to navigate through life's challenges with greater patience and resilience. Thus, embracing silence and active listening, as advocated by the Stoics, equips us with valuable techniques for living more mindfully and with patience. These practices not only enhance our personal growth but also improve our interactions with others, aligning with the Stoic pursuit of virtue and wisdom. In today's fast-paced world, the wisdom of silence and the art of listening become even more essential, guiding us towards a more fulfilling and patient existence. As the sun rises on the next chapter, we arrive at the conclusion of our exploration into how Stoicism can help you master patience. Throughout this journey, we've uncovered many Stoic principles and practices that offer profound wisdom on cultivating patience in our fast-paced modern world. We've delved into the dichotomy of control, the idea of understanding and accepting what is within our power to change and what is not, empowering us to let go of unnecessary frustrations. By embracing Amor Fati, we've learned to love our fate and see challenges as opportunities for growth. This acceptance of life's unpredictability fosters a patient and resilient mindset. The Stoics also taught us to accept impermanence, understanding that change is the only constant. Instead of resisting it, we can embrace change and find peace in the present, cultivating patience with ourselves and others. These principles are not just abstract ideas but practical tools that can be seamlessly integrated into our daily lives. By practicing the art of silence and listening, we enrich our interactions and build stronger connections. Through mindful reflection and journaling, we gain insight into our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with patience and clarity. And by detaching from immediate desires and focusing on reason, we nurture self-discipline and inner tranquility. As we conclude, let's reflect on how these timeless teachings can lead us to resilience and tranquility, forming the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. They remind us that true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, as Seneca wisely said. I encourage you to bring these principles into your own life, experiment with them, and discover the patience that grows from their practice. Share your insights and experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear how Stoicism shapes your journey towards a more patient, peaceful existence. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Remember, patience is a virtue that enriches every aspect of our lives, and Stoicism provides a roadmap to mastering it. Thank you for joining me on this exploration, and I look forward to our continued journey together in future videos.